The Aldrich Collective had never feared a single species in its long and bloody history of conquest. For millennia, they had charted star systems, harvested the weak, assimilated the strong, and crushed all who resisted. Their minds, vast and cold, ran simulations thousands of years ahead of any civilization they encountered. They were scientists, tacticians, biotechnological masters, each Aldrich-born already networked into a hive so vast and intricate that they considered themselves beyond error. But they made one. It began on the outer edge of Sector Theta 921, a dead zone thought to be uninhabited. Scouts reported a strange, drifting object in interstellar space, heavily armored and decades old by stellar decay scans. It emitted no signals, used no known propulsion, and did not respond to hails. It simply floated, still and quiet, a grave among stars. Most Aldrich would pass it by, but Zalturin, a strategist primed of the 19th assimilation wave, saw opportunity. Derelict ships often held useful data, and the odd configuration suggested it was not of any known galactic power. Perform a full biosynaptic scan, Zalturin ordered. His command squad hesitated for the briefest flicker of time, a phenomenon unheard of among the collective. One of his data thralls sent a direct neural impulse. Species ID uncertain. Structure exhibits antitelemetry resonance. Zalturin dismissed it. We have broken quantum phages. We have dissolved brain-coded AI. What harm can a dead ship bring? Obediently, they scanned. In that moment, every ship within proximity of 100,000 kilometers experienced a burst of chaotic feed, a scream that tore through neural links like fire through dry forest. Aldrich screamed, not audibly, but in the shared mindscape. Systems faltered. Navigation shut down. Weapon batteries turned inwards. Hundreds of assimilation crafts spiraled into each other in bursts of atomic fury. And all of it began from that single scan. The object remained unchanged. Zalturin survived, barely. His cortical net had burned out from psychic overload, leaving him as close to individual thought as an Aldrich could become, frightened, isolated, fragmented. And in that shattered silence, the strategist heard something he would never forget, a human voice, calm and grim, reciting what sounded like coordinates and threat assessments, overlapping over ghostly screams of the Aldrich's own soldiers. Then silence. The wreck was gone when recovery vessels arrived. Not destroyed, just missing. Not a trace left. This was not the only incident. It was just the first. Over the next 17 galactic cycles, similar cases emerged across different corners of the galaxy. Strange vessels, dead quiet, unmistakably human in structure, appeared near conflict zones. Always alone, always silent, and always inviting curiosity, and always lethal to those who dare to scan. The United Zarthini Republic lost an entire battle group attempting to intercept what they thought was a disabled Terran mining cruiser. Before they even reached scanning distance, the fleet's minds began fragmenting. The Admiral's last recorded message consisted of a shriek that forced 5 of their own historians into comas simply by hearing it. The Threx Dominion tried physical capture. They sent drones to anchor and dissect one of the human vessels. The moment the drones pierced its hull, they vanished, not destroyed, just gone, as if removed from reality. Surveillance footage played on endless loop, each time showing a slightly different scene. Sometimes the drones vanished. Sometimes the ship opened. Sometimes the footage showed a young human child inside, smiling. The Threx burned the entire region with antimatter bombardment, but afterward, their own central AI refused to speak of the incident. It began drawing strange symbols on its internal logic circuits, and eventually self-terminated. Soon, the term ghost ships became common in high-level councils. But no one knew if they were ghosts at all. Some said they were remnants of the last war, the one no alien archive had ever found records of but which Earth hinted at through old military signals, sometimes bouncing from star to star in encrypted fragments. Others believed they were war AI left behind after humanity had either ascended or destroyed itself. But the most terrifying belief, the one whispered in the deepest, most secure alien bunkers, was that the ships weren't remnants. They were scouts. Humanity hadn't vanished. It was waiting. The Aldrich officially declared Terran warships black class entities, a designation previously reserved only for world-consuming anomalies like the Vortex of Rel or the Quantum Maw of Genna Prime. Any encounter with a Terran vessel now triggered an automatic avoidance protocol. But younger strategists grew arrogant. They theorized that the old data was corrupted by mass psychic trauma. We are evolved, they claimed. We are faster now, stronger, better shielded. One such mind, Voxtal, a brilliant young war theorist, decided to prove it. He simulated over 10,000 Terran warships from various fragments and began building a decoy. One model on human designs, but controlled entirely by Aldrich's quantum AI. It was not meant to attack, merely to bait a real one. If humans were truly alive, they'd come. If not, the fear was over. Voxtal deployed the decoy near the ruins of old Mars, a forbidden sector marked red on every galactic map. Nothing happened for 10 days. Then, on the 11th, a Terran vessel arrived. It appeared without engine signature, pulse, or heat trail. Just there, black, angular, its hull scarred with age but humming with a force that no one could explain. Voxtal had pre-prepared sensors, mental fortifications, and non-organic AI running the observation. He watched it calmly at first. Then the AI screamed. Not audibly, not in code, but with images. Flashes of ancient wars, cities turned to glass, alien races dissected by perfect machines, and voices. Thousands of them, crying out in English, Russian, Chinese, Spanish. Every language Earth had ever spoken, pleading, laughing, warning. Voxtal tried to sever the feed. His hands wouldn't move. He tried to speak. His voice was no longer his own. His last thought, as the Aldrich mothership erupted into searing internal fire, was not a defeat. It was all at the perfect design of fear. After this incident, no one argued anymore. Now, when a Terran warship is spotted, systems shut down. Fleets retreat. Sometimes entire sectors are abandoned. Attempt to cloak or hide are useless. Humans do not scan. They know. They always know. The current theory among the elder races is simple. Human ships are not machines. They are weapons built from souls. Not metaphysical energy, but literal human essence. Trapped, bonded, fed into hyper-AI cores created in their final wars. Ships that remember everything. Ships that have not forgotten betrayal or mercy or genocide.